Hey folks, welcome back to My Kitten Reads. I'm Eleanor and this is my TBR for the Dewey's 24-hour readathon April 2023. It's that time of year again. I have Monday off. It starts at 10 o'clock on Saturday night for me, and we'll run till 10 on Sunday evening. It's going to get interrupted because it is not only an F1 weekend and an F2 weekend, but it is an F1 sprint weekend. So I'm going to be a bit distracted by all of the motorsport. Yeah, but I do have a loose TBR. Most of it is actually on my Kindle, so I'm going to be reading off my Goodreads list. A few physical things. But anyway, so a lot of what I'm going to be doing this Dewey's Readathon is trying to finish things because I have spent the last month and a half picking stuff up and putting it down. One thing that I have on my pile that I have not started yet, but it's continuing a series reread, and that is Sleeping Murder by Agatha Christie, which is listed as Miss Marple's last case, but is actually like the 5th Miss Marple book she wrote. So, because I'm reading them in chronological publication order. So that's kind of weird. But that is the next one on my list, which I haven't started yet. So that is on the pile. Also on the pile is, which I haven't started. It's also a reread. But I sort of have because I read one story yesterday, but it wasn't in the right order. But The Bloody Chamber and Other Stories by Angela Carter. So this is the very famous collection of feminist fairy tale retellings. One of the stories in here, The Tiger's Bride, is on my list of things to read for class next week. So I have actually already read that, though I will probably read it again as I go through the whole collection. But also I'm thinking, particularly because I'm thinking about doing my essay on it, so I'm going to read the whole collection again. So that is also short stories on my list. Then we have one thing, believe it or not, I have not yet finished, Lost in the Moment and Found by Shauna Maguire. This is the latest of the School for Wayward Children books. I started it. You know how much I love these books, but serious content warning for the start of this book. It's very dark. I read the first section and then I just had to put it down. And I've been kind of a little bit terrified of picking it up again, but I do want to finish it. So that is on my list for this weekend as well. Now, as for the other ebooks that are on my list of things to finish, I have recently started rereading Alphabet Squadron by Alexander Freed, which is the first of the Star Wars Alphabet Squadron series, which is the only one I've read, and I read it so long ago that I can't remember what happened much. And the second book is on my physical TBR shelf, so I do actually want to finish it. As one of my things is to read both series and books that are sitting on my TBR shelf, rereading this one so I can read the second one is the plan. So I'm only 10% of the way through that, but would like to make progress. I am nearly 40% of the way through reading The Tempest by William Shakespeare. That was for class a few weeks ago, and I just didn't get around to finishing it because that was the weekend that I was in Melbourne for Grand Prix. So I want to finish that and get that off my list. That's a play. Also, another Agatha Christie reread, The Third Girl, which is a Hercule Poirot. I'm about a third of the way through that, which I've been reading at the gym a bit as one of my gym books. So I would like to finish that. It's a Poirot. I know I've read it. I don't remember it very well, so I don't actually know. So it's kind of like reading it for the first time again. It's an Ariadne Oliver one, and I do love the character of Ariadne Oliver. Libriomancer, I am almost finished. This is a reread by Jim C. Hines. The first in the Libriomancer series, the Magic Ex Libris series, which I have read the first two, but that was so long ago. I've forgotten what happened. This is a bit of a refrain, so I want to reread the first two because the third and fourth books are sitting on my TBR shelf as well. So I am 84% of the way through that, so I'm nearly there. So that I should definitely finish. If I want audiobooks, I am 75% of the way through Lucy Worsley's Agatha Christie biography. So yeah, I would really like to have a go at that. So those are generally what's on my TBR for this readathon. I hope to get quite a few things finished. We'll see how I go. Like I said, I'm going to be distracted. I'm also trying very, very hard not to cough and lose my voice because I'm still at the tail end of my head cold. So I'm going to wrap this up. But yes, that is my plans for Dewey's readathon this April. Yeah, I will probably vlog throughout it, but again, it will depend on how my voice goes. So yeah, see you all again really soon. Bye.